Hello, welcome back to another FPL video. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we're going to be taking a look ahead to Game 34. It's just around the corner, the first fixture on the Friday being Leicester vs Southampton. We're going to take a look today at how the team lines up, the potential transfers that we are going to make as well before the deadline. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily FPL content. Hit the like button if you do enjoy the video. Well, let's get straight on into this one. So first things first, a quick look back to how I fared in Game Week 33, and I'll tell you now, it was not ideal. The game week average came in at 36. I got 35 points, which is 1 point below the average, which was a quite big red arrow, to be honest with you, dropping me down to 330k. I was really thinking, I can really push to kind of the top 150k this week. Nope. The Liverpool loss of clean sheet was probably the biggest thing that hurt me this week. I had a 16-point combined or potential from Trent and Robertson. Willett goes and scores in the last minute, kind of losing me a combined 11 points, so that was just not ideal. But anyway, we move on into this week, Game Week 34. In goal, we have Martinez there playing against Everton away. Now, Aston Villa haven't actually been looking too great defensively of late. Martinez was not kept a clean sheet in 6 games, so, could it be time to ship him out? Well, I do have Leno on the bench playing against Newcastle, so I could rotate him in. However, that mistake that Leno made against Everton's kind of definitely playing on my mind of whether to kind of put him in. I'm not even sure whether Leno will start, to be honest with you. We could see Matty Ryan starting this game against Newcastle. Then it would not even matter. We have Trent there playing against Manchester United, and I do have Robertson on the bench as well. So it may end up being, as you'll see in a minute, that I'll have a kind of double up on the Liverpool defence, but we'll just kind of, wait and see with that. But for now, Trent is definitely in there. You can see there for the vice captaincy on him now. That is from last week. I probably might even go for the vice captain on someone like Bamford, who will come to a bit later playing against Brighton. As Piliqueta, they're playing against Fulham. Hopefully, he does not get benched in this game, although you could see it considering that Chelsea did just play a really good kind of semi-final against Real Madrid where they could have easily won the game. They are kind of up on the away goals with it being 1-0. With it being 1-1, so I do think that Azpilicueta could see a benching in this game against Fulham, considering the Champions League fixture afterwards. And I'm very glad to own the main man on the end there. Dallas playing against Brighton. Leeds, hopefully they can do something in this game. And Dallas does have a very, very high haul potential. So as I say, I'm very glad to be owning him. Then moving on into the midfield, we have Sonny Boy, who I probably will put as my vice captaincy, playing against Sheffield United at home. Now, Sheffield United did have a decent result last weekend against Brighton. Are they kind of turning a corner and getting that kind of, relegation bounce that we see once teams are confirmed relegation? They actually start picking up their form a little bit. For Spurs, they'll kind of really feel like they need to kind of win this game, especially after losing the final against Manchester City. That was absolutely gutting, and we saw scenes from Son there being quite disappointed. We have Smith Rowe as well playing against Newcastle. Will I start him? I mean, I do have Creswell playing against Burnley, so I think what will happen is I'll start Creswell, but the likelihood is either one of Smith Rowe or Robertson will come in for Creswell. I just kind of have to decide who to go for in the minute, but Smith Rowe playing as the number 10 for Arsenal definitely picks up some decent positions. It's just a shame he's not been able to get any kind of attacking returns of it late. Then we have Jesse Lingard, an all but essential player playing against Burnley. He's pretty much playing as their number 9 at the minute with Antonio out. He's on penalties and just looks absolutely class. So hopefully we'll see another kind of attacking return from him there. Then Bruno Fernandes playing against Liverpool. Is it time for Bruno to go? Well, if I could afford going to Salah, I probably would make that move, as I currently do have that kind of conflict between Trent and Fernandes. I would make that move towards Salah, but for now Bruno Fernandes stays, especially with the potential of him having a double game week in game week 35. I definitely don't mind holding on to him at least until then, and hopefully he can provide me with some much needed points. Then finally moving on into the attack, we have Ollie Watkins playing against Everton. Now Watkins has been on pretty good form of late. He's got returns in all of the last 4 games, 2 goals and 2 assists, picking up a couple of bonus points in there as well. He looks very, very good. Even with Grealish out, he has managed to kind of be a bit more of a focal point and actually get some returns even when Aston Villa have lost or even got the draws in games. So it's very, very nice to see him picking up some points, and I think I'll be holding on to him at least for a while. Then we have Harry Kane playing against Sheffield, definitely going to be receiving the armband. He may not actually play in this game, considering he was kind of limping around a little bit in the Manchester City game, but considering he did play that game, I think you can kind of expect that he will play this game against Sheffield United and therefore is a very, very good captaincy option. And finally, the man we mentioned previously, Patrick Bamford, playing against Brighton. Bamford and Leeds, or Leeds generally, have really, really good fixtures towards the back end of the season. So I'm actually very, very glad to own the double up of Dallas and Bamford. I think it could do me very, very well towards the back end of the season. Yeah, this is kind of how the team is lining up. Obviously, Creswell, Neto and Robertson on the bench. Neto definitely going to be getting rid of him, but with the potential of a double game week 35, my transfer plans this week, I'll probably just be rolling the transfer. Pretty boring, I know, but having 2 free transfers be going into a potential double game, I think could be absolutely massive. So yeah, that's pretty much my plans there. This team, does actually look quite good on paper, I'd say. So hopefully it can kind of pull through and actually provide some points as well. So I hope you have enjoyed this quick little look at how the team lines up for Game Week 34. Hopefully you can be a little bit more successful than Game Week 33. And I think one thing I will say is, this week, if you can get a full 11 out, I do think is a very good idea to roll the transfer, because we've got so many kind of potential double game week or just potential blank game weeks still to come, even though there's only like 4 or 5 game weeks left. Ben Crellin on Twitter, he's the main man. Go check him out. Don't forget to leave a comment down below of the potential transfers, moves, benching headaches that you have in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.